Everyone, I'm Jesse, and welcome to vlog thing number 4. It's been a while since I made one of these. I'm just going to try to catch up on a few things that I've either done or picked up over the last couple of months or so that I just never got around to because I was so busy with other things. One of those things that I was busy with was my website, which I'm going to take you through quickly right now. Here it is, zombiesorcerer.com. Go bookmark that right now. So I first started putting this website together, I think it was in late March. I've been thinking about making my own website for quite a while now, and one of the main reasons is because I used to write comic reviews and other things for my friend Ralph Gething's website, darkstormreviews.com, which no longer exists. He asked me, like, I think it was in 2013, to write comic reviews for him. It was mostly a movie review site and some tech and stuff. And so I really enjoyed doing that. And then I started making videos and putting those on there. And then the website had to be taken down. I forget what the reasons were, something to do with the server going down. I don't remember. In the last few months, I've really started to miss writing more. I don't always want to, set up the camera and the mic and everything. Sometimes I just like to sit down with my MacBook on my lap and start writing. So anyways, this is the main page, and right up at the top here, this is all my social media stuff. And that's another thing that that was another reason I wanted to make the website. I thought it'd be cool to just have all my social media stuff kind of like, consolidated into one area. Clicking on any one of these takes you right to my YouTube channel, my Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and this little chain one here is minds.com. So you can go there and check that out. All right, so if you scroll down here, welcome to Zombie Sorcerer. This is also a link to my YouTube channel. On the left side here is my Instagram feed. On the right is my Twitter feed. It just does the last 4 or 5 posts there. And then there's like a little introduction there. And then there's like news and updates. I try to keep this updated every time I make a change on the website or add something. I just added a cosplay page today. So that's it for that. And then at the top here is the blog. So I'm going to be writing. I've been really busy this past week with Ottawa Comic Con and stuff, so I didn't write very much in the last week and a half. I'm planning on doing a blog at least 2 or 3 times a week, at least, maybe even more. All depends on what's going on and stuff. But here we have the latest one here, Ottawa Comic Con 2017. So I made 4 Ottawa Comic Con videos, but the only one that I actually spoke in was the hall video, and it didn't say all that much. So if you're interested in knowing what the con was like overall, and some finer details about celebrity Q&As and other things that we did, and I included links to all the videos in the blog as well, so you can go check that out. And YouTube videos, pretty self-explanatory here. What I do here is I put up the latest 3 videos, so I'm always changing that, and then these are these are like my main playlists here that I put at the bottom. I will probably add more later, but those 6 for now I think are pretty good. And obviously, if anybody wants to see all my videos, it's best just to go to my channel and subscribe. Darkstorm Reviews Archive. So one thing I wanted to do, because they were no longer anywhere on the internet, was to put up all my old reviews, which took a long time to do because I had to do some reformatting and stuff. And anyways, this is all of my old comic book reviews from darkstormreviews.com, plus a few other things too. And because a lot of the pages are pretty long, I put this floating or frozen menu at the bottom. So this menu, which follows you, it always stays at the bottom. It's exactly the same as at the top. So at any point, if you just want to leave and you don't want to scroll all the way back up to the top, you don't have to. There's a menu right here. So one of the other things here that you might be interested in, if you don't care about my reviews, is um, Star Wars Identities. This came to Ottawa in 2013 um, to the Aviation Museum, and this was, I think, I think this was the first stop in North America. So these are all original props and costumes and models used in the Star Wars films. The real thing, no replicas. Um, and any one of these, you can just click on it. Though you could make your own Star Wars character, like this is mine here. Yeah, so like any one of these pictures, you can just click on it to see the full view. All this stuff was used in the movies, the real costumes, the models, and everything. This was actually really interesting. These are all that's left of the original Jabba the Hutt puppet. The eyes, that's it. That's all that's left. Everything else from the original puppet is destroyed, which is kind of sad. But anyways, um, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that, I guess. This is the brand new cosplay section I just added today. It's not very big. It's just my wife and myself, some still photos from all the Comic Cons that we've gone to together since 2015. I went in 2014. She did not, and oh no, she went in 2014 with me, but she didn't dress up. I dressed up as Delson Rowe from infamous Second Son. And then the first Comic Con, I didn't dress up, so there's nothing here. And moving on to more is Bloody Murder. So this is a local Ottawa band. They haven't played any shows yet. They have played in other bands and played around, but not as Bloody Murder. I knew two of these guys already, Derek and Jeff here. Um, and basically during a text message with Derek, I just one day accidentally became their videographer or documentarian or whatever you want to call it. So I go to a lot of their rehearsals and record them on video. They record themselves. He records audio on an audio recorder, and I record video footage. And the first time I did it, I ended up making them a little video. They weren't expecting me to do that. I was just like, oh, I wonder wonder what I can do with this. So this is the video that I made, and I made this picture for them too. This took me a really long time, especially all the graffiti and stuff. Um, Anyways, this is a little blurb there I wrote about them too. I will be adding more stuff to this, maybe some rehearsal clips and stuff like that. I actually used their music on my cosplay and masquerade video for Ottawa Comic Con. It's just from a jam session, so like when the sound quality is not super awesome, but I mean, eh, what the hell? I thought it was pretty good. Um, and then the last two tabs are just your standard about me and contact. Well, there, yeah, you can join my mailing list if you like. Stay updated with all my posts. I would very much appreciate it if you at least bookmarked it, though. That'd be really cool. And that's all I have to say about that. Oh, I also wanted to just talk really, really briefly about the regular edition of Baby Metal's Tokyo Dome double Blu-ray Red Night, Black Night. The regular edition. It's on Amazon.com, not .ca, for $115, which is a little too much. You can actually get it cheaper on Amazon Japan, where it is 6,441 yen. That's about $57 US. So even with shipping and import fees or whatever, I'm sure you'll still pay quite a bit less. And in Canada, you will definitely pay less. Because 115 US is like 150 some dollars, I think, in Canadian. So, and in Canadian dollars, this is 70 something, like 77, 78, something like that. So yeah, if you didn't get the one edition, get the regular edition right here, and definitely get it from Amazon Japan. That is the cheapest way to get it. And now I will just switch myself back to here. Okay, so that's all the website stuff I have to show. One other thing about my site, I just want to show you quickly what the mobile version looks like, because it's a little different. You're not going to see that very well. I could bring up my website editor and show you a better version of this, but anyways, um, something I do like about the mobile version is you see at the top here, I put a frozen menu. So no matter how far down you go, the menu follows you, and anytime you want to go somewhere else, you just click on the little box there, and it brings up the full menu there. So I thought that was pretty cool thing to add. So I never did a birthday haul, and I'm not going to show everything I got, but I do want to show two things at least. Um, my wife got the Apple 4 TV. Well, that's just the box. It's hooked up. I'm not going to go bother. It's just a black box. There's not much to look at. Um, she bought me that to replace the Apple TV 3, which I sold on eBay quite a while ago already. $100, not bad. The remote is awesome. It's so much better. It's got a touchpad on it, more options with the buttons, and also on the box itself, a lot more apps, including Apple Music, which if you're a subscriber like we are, we have the family plan. That's a nice addition too. And there's a lot more apps too, like movie apps and stuff like that. So I really like the Apple TV 4. And from my mom, I already had the Star Wars Force Awakens soundtrack on picture disc, but I really wanted the hologram one as well. And that's what this is. So each one, I'll just open up this quickly just so you can see the gatefold there. Really cool. So it's two LPs and one side of each of them. See how it looks like it's got like a skating rink, but it's actually like oh, there you can actually see the TIE fighters there. I will show you what it looks like spinning on the turntable, because the ship like spins and hovers above the record, and you can change the way it looks depending on how you shine light on it. And the other LP has the Millennium Falcon. Let's see if I can get that to show up. Yeah, there it is. But again, I will show you what that looks like in a moment, floating above the record. Okay, so there you see the I'm shining my cell phone flashlight on it right now. Depending on how the light hits the record, you can warp the image quite a bit like that. Yeah. But there we have generally it floats above, and it also looks like it's underneath. Depends how the light hits it. It depends on what angle you're looking at it on. It looks best in person, but looking at the video screen here, it looks pretty good. Very, very cool stuff. And now I will show the Millennium Falcon. And there we have the Millennium Falcon. Let's warp it all real good first. There we go. Oh, there's three. Okay, let's try to get a good angle here. Alright, so there you go. Pretty cool stuff. I'm going to show one more vinyl that I got a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I've recently, in the past few weeks, I've really gotten into Perfume, J-pop trio. They've been around for quite a while. And I was listening to their newest album, Cosmic Explorer, on Apple Music quite a bit. I was working out to it, and I saw I could get their vinyl. And so I got this from Amazon.ca. Didn't even have to go to Amazon Japan, so that was cool. And it was pretty decent price. It was around 30 something, low 30s. And they are, if you don't know anything about them, they are very into the whole triangle thing, like Illuminati. They're not Illuminati, but they're really into triangles in their cover art and their music videos and stuff. And I'll just open up this gatefold here. Their music style has been described as techno pop, which works for me. It's like pop with techno, dance, electronica. Some of their stuff even sounds a little bit like Daft Punk, a little bit. And I really like the colors because I have my very first blue vinyl. That is an awesome looking blue. Look at that. That is sweet. This is the first time I've ever bought a double colored vinyl set that actually had two different colors. Very unusual. Usually, if you buy, a double LP that's colored, they're the same color. This is, I'm not sure exactly what to call this. I'm going to call it fuchsia. I think it's fuchsia. It's not pink. It's not red. I don't know if you're really going to get that on the camera or not, but in person, yeah, I'm just going to call it fuchsia. And that's another color I didn't have. So that's really, really cool. And some quick movies and a game I picked up. This will be really quick. Horizon Zero Dawn. I played this as soon as it came out for a bit, and then I got busy with other stuff, so I really have to get back into that because this was really good so far. Some other movies that I showed on my Instagram account. I'm a big fan of the Trancers movies, so I got the first 3 on Blu-ray. It was a long time since I'd seen these. I watched them already. This is the first one. Trancers 2, The Return of Jack Death. I love Tim Thomerson. And Trancers 3, Death Lives. There are more, but those are all the Blu-ray versions that I've picked up so far. And several weeks ago, the comic book shop started selling off all of their anime Blu-rays and DVDs. They don't want to carry them anymore. 50% off the lowest ticketed price. So I got some great deals. Got this Naruto movie, Lost Tower, for my wife. I forget what I paid for it, but it was cheap. Senran Kagura Ninja Flash. I don't remember what I paid for this one either, but it was cheap. There's only one here that I remember what I paid for it. That is the Sailor Moon, I don't know, deluxe edition, collector's edition, whatever. Comes with the box. This is season 1, part 1. And it comes with this booklet here. And a slot for volume 2. This is just an empty cardboard meant for part 2. And I paid about, this was only about like $34, $35, something like that, which is really cheap, even significantly cheaper than Amazon. So that was a great, great deal. And also I got Mazinger Z, old TV series, episodes 1 to 46, giant robot stuff, if you're not familiar with that. It's really cool old stuff from the 60s or 70s, I don't remember now. Old school anime, cool stuff. And almost done here. Just yesterday, in the mail, got Resident Evil, the final chapter. My wife and I are both big fans of this series, even though some of them are not that great. We keep watching them and repeatedly watching them. I don't know. There's something about them. And this one, not much substance to it. But it's definitely, I think, the most action-packed of all of them. Like, it just doesn't stop. And it wraps up the series reasonably well, I think. It ties it up well enough. It's the end, you know. I liked it. And lastly, finally, is this week's comics. Teen Titans, issue 8. Red Sonja, issue 5. I finally picked up one of those cosplay covers. I usually don't like them very much, but this one I did. So there you go. Zombie Tramp, issue 35, risque cover. There you go. Awesome. Yeah. And I usually just pick up the risque cover, but they always put both covers in my in my box. I'm not obligated to buy both of them. But since the regular cover was completely different, it wasn't just, the risque cover with, cover it up. I got that one too. That's pretty cool. Bubblegun issue 1, volume 2. I enjoyed the first series, so I'm gonna give the second one a try. It's been quite a while since the first one came out. This is the B cover, I think. I don't know. It's not the main cover. And Rom, issue 10. Love Rom. I'm all caught up with Rom. Well, I haven't read this yet, but other than this, I'm caught up. And that's it. That's it. That's all. I'm all caught up with all the videos that I've been wanting to do for weeks now. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. Go check out my website. And see ya.